Hello everyone. So today we're going to be looking at equations that are mixed with decimals and fractions. So I would like you to imagine this flat right here. And students know that there is 10 squares in this first column and 10 squares in the first row. So there would be a total of 100 on here. So if I were going to make 23 hundredths, that means 23 of these squares would be filled. So I have 10, 20, and then 3. So I'm going to move the bottom one out so you can see I have 23 right here. We also know that 1/10 is represented by 1 rod. So I can take that and decompose it into 10 right here. And when I do that, I'm just going to finish adding it on here until I have this filled up with 10, and I need 2 more. Perfect. And then I have 3 right here. So when I add that, that's now 10, 20, 30, 31, 32, 33 hundredths. I can also represent 33 hundredths, 33 hundredths. Both of these are correct. The focus keeps going in and out on here. I'm sorry, guys. All right, so this would be the way that we model with concrete manipulatives. I'm going to turn the board over and show you another strategy. I'm going to try to focus this a little bit better. There we go. And we had 23 hundredths plus 1/10. Okay, so if we were going to model that on grid paper, I would just first draw an outline to show that it's one flat. And so I counted 10 down, 10 across, and then I made a square. First, I'm going to represent 23 hundredths in one color. So I know this is 10, and this is 20, and that is 3. I'm just going to fill this in, and I have my first amount, 23 hundredths. Next, I want 1/10. And as we already learned, this is 1/10, but I can decompose that. And if I decomposed it, that's when these were decomposed into individual. Okay, so we're going to decompose it and just count 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So now I'm just going to shade these right here. And that is how we would model this right here. And again, that would equal 33 hundredths, which is the same as 33 hundredths. Now, if we were going to represent this with standard algorithm where we were only showing numbers and symbols, it would look a little bit different. First, we would need to convert our decimal to fractions, or alternatively, our fractions into decimals. So first, why don't we go ahead and turn our fraction into decimals. So we go ahead and block this off right here. All right, so I'm going to rewrite this 23 hundredths plus 1/10, and I know that to write 1/10 as a decimal is simply that. That is 1/10. Students know that to add a value to an empty, they can put a place filler and they can just put a 0 here. And if I add 23 hundredths and 10 hundredths, it's 33 hundredths. Now if we wanted to, that's another strategy, if we wanted to turn 23 hundredths into a fraction, it's really simple. You just have to think of the way that you're saying it, and this is 23 hundredths. And we're adding 1/10. Well, we learned when we are adding fractions that the denominators need to be the same. And the power of 10 comes into play here. I can add another place value right here with a 0, but if I do it to my denominator, I also have to do that to the numerator. So just going to add that there. And if they have like denominators, all I have to do is add my numerators, and 23 plus 10 is 33 hundredths. And that is our lesson today.